What's up, everybody? It's the Bipolar Prophet, and welcome back to Old Ridge Farm in Farming Simulator 15. So, first of all, I want to say thank you to every single one of you who have come and left me comments on the Facebook page. As you guys know, I made a post on Friday, I believe it was, that said there wouldn't be any more videos until Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. You guys will see this on Wednesday. And I want to explain a little bit about why I decided to take a few days off. As you guys know, I make videos every single day, and I do that because I enjoy it. I love playing Farm Sim. I love playing other games. I like the process of making videos. But I kind of had a rough weekend, as you guys know, I am bipolar. I suffer from well, I don't suffer. I am bipolar. It makes me what I am. It makes me who I am. And it gave me. So Friday I had kind of a bad day, and then Saturday and Sunday I sat around and did some stuff, around the house and whatnot, stuff that needed to be done. And I got thinking about what I am, who I am, what I'm doing with the channel, what I'm doing with the whole Bipolar Prophet gaming thing, I guess. When I first started this, and this channel and making videos and everything, and I've said this a bunch of times, I was inspired by a guy called TCGG Rob, and you all know who Rob is, He's awesome, farm sim guy, a farmer in real life. And he made the game and he made the process of making videos look very much fun, right? Very much fun. Is that even a sentence? He made it look a lot of fun. And I said, you know what? I want to do that too. So I started to make videos. I started the channel, And when I started the channel, I said to myself, no matter what happens, when this stops being fun, we stop doing it. Because let's face it, guys. I'm coming to the game late, right? I'm not the first farm sim YouTuber out there. I'm not the biggest. I'm certainly not the best. But I sort of lost my way along the last year of the channel, you know what I mean? And it didn't happen all at once. It sort of crept up on me. I suddenly went from trying to have a fun channel where we can get together, play some games, watch some videos and stuff like that, to trying to turn this into a business, you know what I mean? To quote a Dr. Dre song, I've been in the lab, trying to get the channel off. You know what I mean? The exact line is, I've been in the lab with a pen and a paper trying to get this label off. Right? I don't know if that made any sense to you guys, but that's all of a sudden I spent more time trying to make this a business than just trying to make it what it really is, which is just a place to put fun videos, of me playing games, and hopefully you guys enjoy it too. So you may notice that there's been changes to the channel. I've got a new channel banner. I'm going to explain the channel banner real quick. The background is an abacus. As you guys know, I play on a laptop. It's a good laptop, but it is still just a laptop. And I call it the abacus because, sort of compared to my friends and in my gaming friends, this thing is, basically a calculator. So the abacus is kind of a running joke. I love my abacus, don't get me wrong. It's done very well for me. It's made great videos. It works very hard. I work it way harder than it was ever designed to work. It does everything I need it to do. And then you'll see that, there's some pictures there, some farm sim pictures, some flight sim pictures, some Euro truck pictures, and some racing pictures. Those are all things I really enjoy doing. And those are the videos I'm going to make, along with other games, maybe some RPG games and Space Engineers and survival games, stuff like that, you know what I mean? I'm kind of going in a different direction with the channel. You'll see it says Bipolar Prophet Gaming, gaming our way. I am not a professional YouTuber. I am never going to be a professional YouTuber where I make a living off of YouTube. It's not going to happen. I don't play the right games. I don't have the right setup. You know what I mean? I don't care. I started worrying more about numbers. I started worrying about subscriber numbers, view numbers, things like that. You know what? I don't care. I don't care if I have 5 subscribers or 5 million, as long as the subscribers that I have are active, engaged, and enjoying my content. That's all that matters to me. Gaming our way. What does that mean? Well, it means this. It means that if something screws up in a video, if I do something dumb, I'm not going to apologize for it anymore. I watched back some of my older videos over the last few days. I spend 15 minutes of a 40-minute video apologizing for dumbness, for video quality, for things like that. Why? I can't control any of that. I'm all done apologizing for it. Gaming our way, which means that I play games, hopefully, the way you guys play games. Stuff goes wrong. When you play a modded game, even if you play a vanilla game, things are going to go wrong. Stuff's not going to work the way you think it's supposed to, And that's just that, right? That's just how it is. I'm not going to apologize for it anymore. I can't control my video quality right now. You know what I mean? It is as good as my little abacus can make it. and I'm happy with it. And you guys seem to be happy with it, so I'm not going to apologize for it anymore. If I put out a laggy, stuttery video, oh well. If you don't like it, then don't watch it. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, because I do truly appreciate every single one of you. But if you're looking for high quality, you know, serious, professional, full-on, you know, flashy, splashy stuff, this is probably not your channel. This is my channel. I'm going to put up videos I want to put up. I'm going to make videos I want to make. I'm going to play games I want to play. And hopefully you guys will come along for the ride and enjoy it. And to all of you people who have been so loyal to me and so supportive and so awesome to me, thank you so much. And I hope that continues. So that's that. That's 5 minutes and 42 seconds of that nonsense. Let's move on. As you can see, it is about 3:30 here in Old Ridge. We're still plowing. We're down here at the pig and beef farm because I had to bring the trailer, the livestock trailer, back down here. And we have to go to the shop because 2 days ago I got in a conversation with the dealer, and this guy, I mean, Mike uses a phrase, could talk the back legs off a donkey and then convince it to go for a walk. Well, this guy is that guy. He says, listen, I've got a JCB coming in, a bigger one, and I want you to test it. I know you're doing a lot of plowing right now. I'm going to put a plow on it. I want you to go out and demo it, see if you like it, you know, and if you like it, we can come to some sort of agreement. Now, I don't necessarily need another big tractor, you know what I mean? This is a 4220. I believe it makes 230 horsepower, which is sort of, you know, in the mid-range of what I have now with the Puma, the 160 that makes 203, and then the big Puma, the 240, which makes 270. So they're all in that 200 horsepower range. This is a big tractor for 230 horsepower. He wants me to go down. He wants me to take it, do some plowing with it, do some work with it. Let me know what you think about it. You know what I mean? And then, you know, we'll come to some sort of agreement. I don't know. You know, he wouldn't take no for an answer. He says, oh, I've got it all set up for you. It's ready to go. It's full of fuel. Just take it. You know, don't break it. Don't beat it up too much. You know, give me a 10 grand deposit and we'll, you know, you can have it for a week and let me know what you think. You know, I swear I must be the only guy in the area buying tractors because I literally just bought the case, right, for $215,000 off of him. And now he's trying to sell me another, I think it's $140,000 tractor. You know, but hey, you want to let me use a brand new tractor, you know, shiny, fancy, smells new and all that? I'm not going to say no. You know, I need to plow. So, okay. So we're in a Unimog. We're going to drive down to the shop and we're going to pick this thing up. If we just tab around here real quick. Let's see. There it is. You guys will get a better view of that in a minute. This is Competent Perry's twin brother, Phil, who's down here waiting for his brother to finish plowing. As you can see, Perry's over there plowing. I decided to just come up with names for these guys. I decided that you know, since I'm going to use Courseplay more than once on a field, probably I need different names. So this is Phil. He is Perry's twin brother. You know. And he's going to wait. I'm going to wait till Perry's done plowing, and then I will set him off on the Power Harrow. I wish I didn't have to use that Power Harrow, but the ground conditions with the drought and then the snow and the mud and everything, I really need it. So anyway, let's get back to the Unimog, and we will go to the shop and take a proper look at our, well, not our, but the JCB. Yeah, the dealer. You know, it's funny, and I get it that that's his job. You know what I mean? Obviously, he wants to make money. You know, JCB gives him, you know, equipment and says go out and sell it. And it's funny because I don't know if he called anybody else about it. You know, I know Mike has a JCB. He's very, very happy with it. You know, I know I love my my Loadall. It's great. You know, it's comfortable. It's powerful. It works really good. It's got all the features in it I need. So, you know, I'm slowly becoming a JCB, not slowly, because I've always liked JCB equipment, but, you know, I wouldn't mind having a JCB tractor on the farm. I certainly wouldn't mind having another tractor. I don't know if it's a great idea to have a bunch of tractors sort of in the same horsepower range, you know. I think 200 horsepower is probably a good horsepower for this farm, you know, because there's no field so massive that I'm going to need, you know, 500, 600, 700 horsepower. So 200 is probably good. It's a good mid-range horsepower. You know, and of course the newer tractors are very fuel efficient. They're full of all kinds of electronic bells and whistles with, you know, electronic traction control and CVXT transmissions and, you know, GPS and all of that sort of stuff. But so, you know, we're gonna try this thing out. I'm gonna take it over to field 11. We're gonna start plowing that field, and I will, you know, give it a good run. Ooh, as if I don't crash into the bridge. give it a good run, see if I like it, you know, see how it works and all that. And I mean, obviously it's going to work, you know. See if it's something that maybe could live on the farm. $140,000, you know, again, after I just spent $215,000 on a tractor. I don't have $140,000, as you can see. I did send Mike his check for $50,000 because you guys may be aware that we have, you know what, I want to go this way. That Mike has found a Ropa beet harvester for us. As you guys know, we were in the market for a used beet harvester, you know, a self-drive unit that a few of us could share. So myself, Mike, the Major, and Cuthbert have all gone in on this harvester. It was about $200,000. It's a little over a year old, according to Mike. He sent me some pictures, you know. I've just been so busy. I haven't had a chance to go over and take a look at it yet. So, but he sent me some pictures, you know, he sent me the specs. Apparently it comes from a farm that was doing a massive beet business and ran into some hard times and just needs to liquidate some equipment. So they were willing to let you know, I think those things go about $500,000, $500,000 brand new. They were willing to let that go for, you know, $200,000. Well, we couldn't really say no. And according to Mike, it's in great shape. It works great, you know, so I'm very happy with that. So there it is. There's the JCB 4220. Now, game-wise, this I just found this morning. Actually, it comes. I found it on Killer Croc video. You guys should be aware of Killer Croc. I just noticed one problem right off the bat: the weights aren't fully connected. Oh, that's an issue. Is the plow fully connected? Oh, is the game going to crash? It seems it's a little weird. Well, the plow is connected correctly. No, it's not. See, already off the bat, that annoys me. I believe this is probably it may be a class mod that's been sort of modified, and it hasn't been done great, as you can see. You know, the fenders stick up a little too far. You know, it's not awesome. You know, it's not horrible either, but it may not be as good. Like that. That's just going to annoy me. You know, the whole sort of weights not fitting right, stuff not hooking up to the 3 points right. You know, this whole Toco thing on it kind of annoys me a little bit, to be honest. But anyway, so yeah, I got this from a Killer Croc video. He did you know, his mod reviews on it. They're not in English, so you basically just watch the video and you decide if you like the mod or not. I figured I'd give it a shot. You know, why not? Because I don't do mod showcases anymore because of all the mod ownership and all that nonsense. So I figured, you know what? Let's drop this in the game. Let's demo it. Let's take a look at it. See if it's any good. You know, and then go from there. So the first thing I want to do is we'll hop in here. I believe this has all kinds of, yeah, it has all the sort of bells and whistles about getting in and out of the tractor and all that. So we'll jump in here. Now, what I'd really like to do is see if I can get this stuff hooked up correctly. So let me, why can't I disconnect that? Oh, I got to lower it. Let me see if I can, no, still can't. Why can't I disconnect that? I'm getting the red thing. I never get the red thing, ever. Do I have to be running? It makes a good noise. I mean, it sounds more powerful than 220 horsepower, that's for sure. Why can I not disconnect this? Oh, does it have to be unfolded? I just want to see if I can get it maybe more centered on the 3-point, or if that's just going to be a real issue, you know? Let's see if it'll let me yeah, okay, now. Nope, that is what it is, I guess. That's unfortunate. See, and that's just a collision problem, you know what I mean? That's just them, whoever took this 3-point unit from whatever they took it from didn't adjust it. It's that simple. So anyway, we'll jump inside. It's got all kinds of ICs. You know, you can move the steering column. This opens the front hydraulics. This turns on either the load screen or the GPS. Obviously, you can open up this door for some ventilation, you know. Now I'm going to move the thing. It's a little awkward where the close point is. I think it's right there. Yep. This turns the sort of engine monitor off and on. I don't know what else there is. I would assume there's a window. Yep, there's a window. I might as well open that up. Is there a hatch? There's a hatch. I don't know if it works or not. Yep, the hatch works. We'll get that open since it's kind of a warm day here in Old Ridge after the snow. It warmed up, you know, a massive amount. And again, we got snow. It's got gauges and everything, you know. I don't know if those are accurate to a JCB or not, but they are kind of neat. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this over to Field 11 and get it working. And we'll see. Oh, we get some joystick animation, which is nice. One thing I should probably check is to make sure that the plow... Yep, the plow's okay. Oh, I'm stuck on the thing here. I was kind of surprised, to be honest, when I saw the size of this, that it is only... which way do I want to go? We're going to go this way. That it's only 230 horsepower. I expected this to be somewhere in the 400 horsepower range, and if that would have been the case, I would have definitely told the dealer, you know, thank you, but that's too much horsepower. I don't need all of that, you know. But it's 230, so it's a big tractor. It's heavy, you know, and it's a fast track, so I would imagine it's very fast. We can probably kind of test that out a little bit right now. No, not really. Oh, do we have blinkers? I want to make sure the blinkers actually work. Well, the plow blinkers work. Oh, there they are. Okay. So those work. We have beacons. Not great beacons, though. Obviously, there's some issue there with the light mod that they don't want to work. Yeah, this thing's got its problems, you know. This is a good-sized plow, too. I think I'm stuck on the... I was stuck on the retaining wall of the shop. Now, how does this work with real terrain? It's not awful, I guess. It moves up and down like it's supposed to. Now, I am no good at plowing myself, but I think that I probably should do it myself. Oh, I should probably close the... I drove down the street with the door open. Yeah, that's good. Let's rip the door clean off. That would have been nice. Where do I want to start? I guess we'll start up here. I should have put GPS in, because I think GPS would have been the way to go with this. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to plow in a straight line. I am just not that good. We'll get this unfolded. It's kind of loud. It's a lot louder than I expected it to be as well. We'll get that lowered. And let's see. Let's set the cruise control to something not... So 44 miles an hour, which you would expect from a JCB. You know, that's kind of their sort of forte as being a fast tractor, you know. 5 should work. And let's hit the cruise control. And let's... Well, obviously she's not having any issue. This is not a massive plow, you know. You know, obviously everybody knows, and I know I have the plow going in the wrong direction. I understand. You know, everybody knows everybody in this area. So the dealer knows, you know, he knows how much, you know, pretty much what my acreage is. He knows what I'm using at the moment, you know, and he's like, you know, you could probably use a bigger plow, you know, you probably need another tractor. So I'm going to give you a demo setup here where you can, you know, you can try out a bigger tractor and and a bigger plow. To be honest, this isn't a bigger tractor. I have a bigger tractor already, horsepower-wise, but this tractor is heavier. So, you know, okay, you know, as far as driving-wise, it's okay. I just think as a mod, you know, to kind of step out of the game, to step out of the story for a minute, as a mod, it's not ideal. It's got some issues that should probably be fixed, and some of its issues could be caused by other mods that I have. I believe Killer Croc, and again, I don't understand whatever language he speaks, but I believe he did say something about real terrain in this. I don't know if he was saying that it worked with it or if it doesn't work with it. I don't really know. You know, I don't know if this gets dirty. I don't really know all that much about it. I just decided, you know what, to do something a little different, that I would demo it, you know, and get some plowing done, because obviously I still have a lot of plowing to do, so... You know, obviously it doesn't have any real issue pulling this plow. This plow is not massive. Only requires 150 horsepower to pull it. So this makes 230, you know. It wouldn't be bad to have a quick karting tractor, you know. I mean, karting distances on this map are not massive, you know, so it's not that much of an issue, but it wouldn't be bad to have one. Now, in the game, this tractor comes up in your mod folder, obviously. It would be helpful if I was plowing the field and not the grass. Comes up in the mod folder. And the price is $4,000, which is ridiculous. I'm going to edit that, you know, for my own use, obviously, and jump that up a bunch if I decide to keep this, if this decides to be a thing, you know, where I keep it in the mod folder and all that. So, I am so bad at plowing, so just, horribly bad at plowing. You would think. The thing is about plowing is that it's not something I do a lot of. You know, I generally tend to let course play or hired worker do all the plowing. You know, but I figured in this case, since this is really what I wanted to get done today, that I would plow. And I know I'm bad at it. I get it. But I'm not apologizing for it. I'm plowing the way I plow, you know, and I'll either figure it out or I won't. So one thing that's happened in Old Ridge since the last time you guys were here is that the water conservation program has been announced. Mike sent me a text while I was off in the home fields and said, you know, hey, the council just released an announcement about the water conservation program. As you guys know, it hasn't rained here in Old Ridge or any significant rain in a very long time, and the water situation is getting desperate. So basically what it amounts to is this: we are allowed to water our animals, of course, you know, because it would be inhumane not to water our animals, but we are not allowed to irrigate our fields. So and you know, and we all knew that was coming. We've all, at Justin's wedding, you know, when we got to the pub after the wedding, and while we were eating and before everybody got really drunk, you know, well, not everybody, but me and Mike and Sean, we tore it up pretty good. But we had a good long talk about, you know, about the water situation, about what we were going to do about it and all that, what the council was going to do about it. And we all came to the conclusion that we knew that was coming. We knew they were going to say, you know, no more, you know, irrigation or anything. So, and that's that. So this year, this yield is going to be not great, to say the least. So, you know, and there's really nothing you can do about it. I know some guys have been hoarding some water, knowing it was coming, you know. I am so bad at this. But I didn't want to hoard any water because it's really against the sort of, you know, spirit of the mandate of what the council wants. So, you know, no irrigation. So it's going to be a rough season, you know, especially for, you know, barley and wheat, things like that, you know. Potatoes may not be so bad, but sugar beets will not be great either. You know, it's just going to be one of those things that we're going to have to live with, and hopefully we get some rain. You know, they did say that if we get any significant rain, you know, in the next month or so, they will certainly lift that restriction. But I don't know, the sort of, you know, long-term forecast that we all look at, you know, before the start of a new season is not promising as far as rain goes. So, you know, okay, well, it is what it is. So it doesn't look like, well, I mean, again, I've only got 0.2 hours on this thing, so I don't know. I should be fair to it and see if it gets dirty. You know, the textures aren't great. They're really Farming Simulator 13 textures. You know, they're not, it's not shiny, it's not glossy as I would expect. You know, and I know some guys like that and some guys don't. I personally like it because I think that, you know, a brand new tractor will be shiny. You know, it shouldn't be all flat and matte, you know what I mean? And that's just me. So I don't know. I don't know if this thing is going to be a permanent member of the Old Ridge fleet or not. Right now I'm leaning towards not, just because of the fact that textures, the beacons don't work right, the 3 points don't hook up right, you know. It sounds great, you know, and it works good. It's just not, I don't know, it's not up to the standard that I'd like it to be at. I should really get Courseplay to do this too, because I am making such a giant mess of it. Plus, I guess that'll be a good test to see if the, you know, Courseplay will work with this tractor or not. So, sorry, my throat just got all phlegmy on me there. So what I think I'll do is I'll come back up here to the edge of the field, and I will get Courseplay set up on it. Let me kind of monitor it, I guess, you know. I should have put GPS in. I always forget. I took it out because I was never using it. Actually, let me make sure that's actually an accurate statement. I believe I took GPS out. Yes, I did. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I actually took GPS out. Because I was never using it. So I'm like, you know what? One less thing in the mod folder, one less script to run and all that. But for stuff like this, when I'm going to do it manually, which I never do, as you guys know, it kind of makes sense, I think, to have GPS. And this is a big field, and, you know, the way I plow, the mess I make out of it, it'll take forever, so. And really, the only reason I'm even plowing this field is to turn this manure in, and I got to get it turned in before soil mod makes it all disappear. You may notice up in the right-hand corner there, you'll see a number 2 now instead of a number 1. I adjusted the growth cycle to 2 days now between growth cycles, just to slow everything down a little bit, just so I'm not running around in a mad rush trying to get everything done, you know, seeding and then harvesting, and you know, and everything takes a week. I want to slow it down. I want to kind of bring, you know, a little bit more realistic time management into the game. So we'll see how 2 days work. I may even go more. I don't know. You know, the thing is, it would be awesome to have 60 days, 90 days in between, you know, cycles, growing cycles, right? But the problem is, there's just not enough stuff to do in between, you know. You feed your animals every day and, you know, stuff like that, but there's just not really enough stuff to do in the game to sort of justify those sort of growing links. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and lift this up. And let's see if we can get Courseplay to do this. I am going to cut this field into 2, as I said. Okay, you stop. Once it's plowed, I'll go down and put a couple of grass strips down there to separate these fields into 2 fields. All right, now, let's try... Well, let's put it on field work, first of all. How wide is this plow? 3.6 meters. So let's go 3.5, 3.4. That's fine. Field 11. And we are at the north east, I believe that is. And we want to go... that's going to be awkward when it gets down there, but that's fine. We're going to put... I'm going to put... That may seem like an excessive amount of headlands, but I'm going to put 4 in. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, look at that. I almost nailed it. Good for me. I will say this tractor makes a great noise. I can kind of live without the black smoke, too, especially in a brand new tractor. You would not get that at all. So, all right, what's the speed set at, first of all? No, we will not be plowing at 14 miles an hour. Not in this mud, anyway. We will be plowing at 5 miles an hour. And drive the course, first waypoint, and drive the course. Now he's going to turn to plow because he's not dumb like I am. He knows which way the plow is supposed to go. Well, the tires are starting to get dirty, so that's kind of a plus. Looks like I could use a little bit more weight on the front, too. I think I only have 1,000 kilograms of weight on the front. Could probably use a little bit more. So, you know, okay, now we can take a good look at it. You know, it is starting to get a little dirty. It is doing its thing with soil mod, which is nice, you know. The textures are not awesome. You know, there's a little bit of a weird texture going on there between the sort of hood and the very front. You know, it's cool. It's got the mesh. You can see through it and everything. The 3 points annoy me, though. See, I could probably overlook everything else, but the 3 points just bother me. And I guess if I like this tractor enough, I may figure out how to actually see if I could fix that, you know. Those door handles are massive, too. I don't know if they're supposed to be that big or not. No, I may now just be nitpicking, you know. I don't know. Again, you know, we've got it for a couple of days, you know, at least till my plowing's done, so we might as well use it. We might as well take a look at it, and then we can make a decision. Obviously, I can't buy it right away because I don't have the money. I mean, I do, for the game, have the money at $4,000, but that's ridiculous, and I'm definitely going to change that. Whether I buy another plow or not is a whole other story. I don't know. This plow's good, you know. It's a little bigger, obviously, than the 1.8 meter that I have right now, but I don't know that I need a bigger plow. Another plow probably wouldn't be a horrible idea, but let's jump inside here. Oh, you know, it's quiet on the inside, which is nice. You know, you'd expect it to be louder on the outside, obviously. I can live without little stuff like this too, like the cell phones and stuff, but I get why people put them in, you know, because in real life you'd probably have a cell phone sitting there, so. All the gauges seem to work. You know, I know it has a fuel gauge, obviously. It has a speedometer, obviously, and a rev counter, you know, and those all seem to be working. So I had a feeling this was going to make a fairly weird course. I should have probably looked at the waypoints to see what it's doing, but you know what? I can kind of live with it. Whatever it does, let it do what it does. So one thing that kind of makes me think that this was maybe the big class, the 4500 or whatever convert, is those drive shafts. It may not be. This may be an original model. I don't want to be unfair to it. You know what I mean? So I do like the fact that it's all it's all animated and everything. It does move up and down and all that stuff. And aside from the texture issues, it's not a bad-looking tractor. I kind of like it. So, and I suppose I could always maybe take a shot at trying to fix the textures if I really like it that much. So, I'm just not sure. You guys can let me know what you think about it. If I remember, I'll try to put a link to the description. To the description. What are you stuck on? Were you stuck on that tree? Really? That's the other thing with a bigger plow is, it's going to get stuck on more stuff. So at least the plow I have now, although it is slipping, doesn't get stuck on too much stuff. So I'll put a link to the video where this mod comes from in the description, and then that video has a link to the actual mod. So I don't know. I'm going to let it get dirty and then I'll decide. That's always sort of the decision for me, about how much I like something is what it looks like dirty. I know I don't like those beacons. There's obviously, that's a texture issue. They're way too opaque. They should be more, or they're way too translucent, They should be more solid than that, So let's list off the stuff I don't like. I don't like the 3-point connections. I don't like the beacons. I don't really like the textures. So the things I do like, it makes a great noise. It's got a very good cab. It's got 4-wheel steering, which, Courseplay hates, as you can see. Courseplay struggles with 4-wheel steering. But it's doing okay, It has functioning lights. The model itself looks good. It looks like it's supposed to. I did look up a JCB 4220 Fast Track after I downloaded it to see what it's supposed to look like. It looks like this. So, I don't know. Again, we'll let it do its thing. Obviously, I got a fair amount of plowing left to do, and we'll let it get all that done, and then I will let the dealer know one way or the other whether I want to pick it up or not. So, okay, let's go ahead and do a quick tab around here and see how everybody else is doing. So obviously my case, my 240, solid as a rock, no issues, thing works perfect, no worries about this thing whatsoever. I love this tractor and I'll be keeping it for a long time. And he's just plowing along, doing his thing. Be done fairly soon. We're going to keep plowing, until it's all done, whether that goes into the night or whatever. That's going to be the way it is because I need to get it all done. So it's a little early to be seeding yet, but I want to get the groundwork done. So obviously he's going to crash into that tree. He'll figure that out eventually. So what do I want for a thumbnail for this episode? Do we want this, I guess? Do we want this once the CVX figures itself out? I don't know. I wouldn't get in. I wouldn't fall in love with this tractor on this farm just yet because I don't know if I'm there yet. If I like it, then we may pick it up. Once we have the money. If I don't like it, well, at least we got to use it while it was, while it was on demo. So, all right, let me go ahead and hide all of this stuff, and we will take a screenshot right there. That'll do. And I will say, well, guys, thank you very much. Again, I hope you guys like the changes in the channel. You guys are always welcome to comment on anything, on any video, you know what I mean? If you want to hit me up on Facebook, at Bipolar Profit Gaming on Facebook, hit me up on Twitter, at Bipolar Profit. You know what I mean? Join the Steam group, Bipolar Profit Gaming on Steam. I'm going to start doing more stuff with that again. I've really abandoned that over the last, I don't know. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Have we just decided to go insane now? Apparently we have, yeah. Okay. I don't know where he's going. He doesn't know where he's going. Stop! Jeez. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell there, guys. Okay, so that, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, I will figure that out. You can just stop for now. I'll figure that out. If I got to do this manually, I got to do it manually, whatever. If this thing's going to be an issue with Courseplay, then that probably would be a no sale for me right there. Anyway, so yeah, so make sure you guys check me out on all those things. And again, the the channel is what it is now, guys. You know what I mean? Hopefully you guys still enjoy it. You know, thank you to everybody who's been so supportive of me, who's helped me out, who've made donations to the channel and done other things for the channel. You know, thank you so much, guys. It really means a lot to me. I still want you guys to have fun, but I want to have fun too. You know what I mean? And as long as we're having fun together, then that's really the sort of stated purpose of Bipolar Prophet Gaming. And as always, thank you so much for making me a part of your YouTube day. And this is the Bipolar Prophet saying, see you later.